Been getting a lot of calls from everybody and asking a lot of questions, so I figured it'd be easier just to make a video of the car and tell you what I know about it. It's 11-to-1 383. I think it's got eagle rods and TRW pistons in it. It's got a Blackmagic electric fan, a 31-inch aluminum radiator in it. I put the Gilmer belt drive on it. It works okay. As long as you don't tighten the belt real tight, it's no problem with it wearing the alternator bearings and stuff. It's got new ceramic headers on it. All new Mallory ignition. Blaster 2 coil in it. You can see the headers here. Fuel system, it's got a return fuel system in it, so it's a little easier on the fuel pump. And it's got 2-inch drop spindles on the front with new disc brakes, all new shocks all the way around. The windshield wipers are on the, you can see they both work together, but there's no motor on them, so I guess if you put a motor on it, I guess that's all you need. I think the wiring's there still. The car is in pretty solid shape. Body lines and everything seems to be in good shape. It's got a 4 3/4 Outlaw fiberglass hood, lift-off hood on it. I don't think it weighs more than about 13, 14 pounds. So I take it on and off by myself all the time. It's a lot easier than, you can work on a motor a lot better with it. But I put it up here and I just put the, glue the sponges on the bottom of it. You can just set it right on top of the hood now. You don't have to mess around on the ground or looking for a blanket or something like that. The wheels are centerline wheels with 29 15.5 Mickey Thompsons on the back. It does have a 12 bolt in it. It's a positive traction 410. 16-gallon fuel cell. You got the vent line there and the return line there. It does have a gauge in it. It's got two brand new batteries in it. It's got a Mallory pump mounted in here. You can see in the back where this SS was here. It was in, I think on the 74 that's indented. It's indented there, and tag goes in there, and he welded. The guy did a good job. The guy that built the car was a machinist, so he did a pretty good job. He welded that up, made it look like a, I guess, a 70, 71. He even did the same thing with the bumper. Tag sits flush. See if I can get a shot underneath the car. It's 12 bolt, and it looks like it's a lot of guys looked at it, and it looks like an Art Morrison rear frame setup on the car. And it's got new shocks on it. It does have the slabber bar with a multi-leaf. I've got a new fuel filter here. This one's old, but I took it apart and it's clean inside. But then I bought a new one I'm going to put on there. And you can see the tires. It's about as big as you're going to get in there, a 15-inch wide tire. But it's in pretty good shape. And there's see, I don't notice any rust in the car. And you can see the tubs here. They're about 15 or about 16 inches wide. They're pretty wide for a mini tub. So that works pretty good there. The only spot I saw in the whole car was right there. There's a couple of bubbles there. It was kind of fixed. I just haven't got around to it. And that's right where the floor, right in here, welded to that's where they weld the floor to the body panel there. And the guy, I took it to a body shop and they said it could have been some moisture in there when it welded or something. But that's about it on the whole car that I know of. They put this chrome piece there. I don't know if I ought to put that on there because they didn't go on the front. So, but you can still buy that. The door, they close pretty nice. Open and close. The door panel's looking in good shape. The interior's not bad. You can see the seats are black. When I take pictures of it, they look like they're gray, but they're not. They're black. And so inside the car here, the motor was rebuilt about 2,000 miles ago, from what I understand, and he took the nitrous off of it and didn't put it back on, so it's a fresh motor with no nitrous in it. But all the nitrous controls are still here. These buttons here, they seem to still be activated. I don't know what they do, and I guess this might have been the purge button. I'm not sure. I don't know. And then the other 3 gauges down here, the center one is the fuel pump. These 2 aren't hooked up. And then it's got the nitrous gauge there, I guess. And the rest, all the altimeter gauges. There, the tack. Somebody put the tack up there on the dash. I wouldn't have done it like that because the dash was like new still, but that's the way they did it, so I left it alone. The interior, the light still works. The headliners, everything in it, and, it looks nice. It's not bad, you know, for a driver. I put this console in here, and got a B&M shifter. This car was probably built in the 80s somewhere, so the shifter's a little. It seems to work all right, but it's old. I would probably put another one in there. Steering wheel locks. The horn works still. I put a vacuum gauge in here just for GP. That switch there is the fan. It's got a decent radio in here, works good. It does have power steering. And that's about it, I guess. Everything works. It's a remote control mirror, but it's froze up or something. It doesn't work. But I guess you can buy one of those. Got a little fire extinguisher in there. It does have a, I'm going to have to show it. It's got a 4-point roll bar in it. And this and that. And I haven't started it, so it starts pretty easy. Couple pumps and accelerator pump, and it starts right up. It takes a little while to warm up. I don't know what cam's in it, but I know it's a hydraulic, and it's pretty nasty. It's only got about 4.5 inches of vacuum and idle, and about 8 when you're going down the road. But it sounds like it's about a 240, somewhere in there, 245 duration. I don't know, probably 108 or 107 lobe separation. It's a pretty wild cam. I don't know whether it could be a 305 Magnum. I got a feeling that's what it is, that 305 comp Magnum cam from the 80s. That's probably what he put in here. All the turn signals work, flashers work, headlights work, taillights, all the side marker lights work. I'll start it up here one more time. I got the oil pressure, it's got the oil pressure light on it. I put it on there because that'll blind you just about if you don't have this on there. It's too bright, so bright. But and it's the vacuum gauge there. The radio works pretty good, so it does have a stereo in it that works. I play old songs, so but it plays okay. But it plays okay. It starts up pretty easy. Pretty radical. Once it warms up and idles all right. And idles about 1100. It starts up and runs pretty nice. It's pretty quick. It's got a 410 gear in it. The shifter, to work the shifter, you have to get it out of park or reverse. You got to lift the trigger up, pull it back in reverse, and that's neutral. It'll go into drive, and to get it back into park, you have to leave it in drive and just lift up on the trigger, and it'll go into park. So you have to Just remember to be in drive to get it back into park, and get it out of park, lift the trigger up. Other than that, it's pretty simple. It's a ratchet shifter, so you have to ratchet each gear. But yeah, I guess that's about it. That's a pretty good car. For 74, it looks pretty nice. The intake is powder coated silver, and as you see, it does have power steering on it. The pump is new. It's a new power steering pump with brackets, a new water pump, and a new alternator. The valve covers are new, and all the. And that's about it. It sits pretty nice. It's with a 2-inch drop spindles in the front. It sits a couple inches down. It's got the fiberglass bumpers on it. And the hood sits up there, like I said. And the other hood, I don't know how you'd get it there unless you made appointments. If I'd sell a car, somebody actually buys it. This is the other hood that was on the car, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's no rust in it, no dents. It's got a nice hood scoop. The scoop was $350. It's a bolt-on scoop. It looks nice. But it looked okay. It's a little radical for the street, so I put the other hood on there so maybe the cops won't bother me as much. That's about it. Everything closes pretty good. Anyway, that's it.